Sorry for any background noise, but I'm gonna try to explain the storyline of Genshin Impact for my friend Creed because she joined a server that's about Genshin Impact with me and she doesn't know what it's about, so I'm gonna try to help her understand. So first of all, you're with your brother or sister or whatever, and you're traveling worlds, and then some unknown god just stops you and takes away your sibling or whatever. You can choose Lamine, who's the girl protagonist, and you can choose Ether. It's supposed to be Aether, but they pronounced it Ether, and he's the boy protagonist. I chose Lamine, and the unknown god comes and takes your sibling away, and you crash land in Teyvat, which is where the main place is. Uh, and then you fish up Paimon, who's like your mascot buddy thing that you always call emergency food, and so yeah, and she takes you, or whatever the gender, it takes you. Paimon takes you to the statue of the seven, the animal one, and it blesses you with animal powers, which is just wind in Latin. There's 7 powers. There's Animo, there's Geo, there's Pyro, there's Cairo, there's Hydro, there's Dendro, there's Electro. Those are the 7. And it blesses you with the animal powers. So you go to head towards Mondstadt because Paimon thinks that somebody could help you there. And, you know, Amber, the Outrider, stops you, like, who are you? I've never seen you before. And I'm rambling too much. She asks you, wait, no, that happens. That doesn't happen. Before you meet Amber, you're walking through this forest and you see a big dragon and this cool looking, green looking dude. His name is Venti. And, and the dragon roars at you and flies away, so then Venti disappears, and the dragon left behind a tear-looking red thing, so you grab it. And then Amber stops you after that, and you explain who you are and stuff, And then she asks you to help clear out at Hilly Troll Camp, so you help her with that, because why the hell not? Hilly Trolls are like one of the main enemies in Genshin. It's like an open world MMORPG thing, so there's a lot of enemies to fight. And then you go to Mondstadt, and suddenly the dragon flies in, whose name is Storm Terror, but eventually we go into detail that his name is actually Dvalin, and so Venti, which we don't know it's Venti yet, blesses you with the power of Animo so you can fly with this wind glider thing, and you can use your shooty animal powers to stop the dragon. And then after you're done, this hot dude named Kaya comes up and was like, wow, that's impressive. Are you an enemy or a friend? And stuff, and you're like, yeah, I'm a friend, and yeah, and I can't explain the whole thing. I'm just giving you the gist of it, I guess. So, okay, I need to pause the recording. Okay, I'm back. Let's see here. You go to see Grandmaster Jean, who's actually just the acting Grandmaster, because Vark is gone, and he's the Grandmaster. I don't know where he went. We've never met him yet at all. Like, he's just gone. Anyway. You go to meet Lisa, and she's like this really hot librarian. Of course, that's just preference. And so both Kaya and Lisa are hot. I'm so hot. No one heard. Nobody needs to know. And you also meet Lisa, and she's a cool electro librarian. And then they give you like these 10 wish things, and you can wish on them to get characters to play as. And the first character I ever got was Sucrose, and so I mained her for the longest time until I got Yanfei. She's really pretty. So, yes. And, eventually, you're just, walking around outside the cathedral, and then you see Venti, the green man, and so you chase after him, and you find him, and you talk with him, and, and then, he asks you to help him, steal the holy lyre from the cathedral, and I'm all over the place. And so you do, and it took me literally forever to complete that quest, when I could have just ran through the basement instead of taking all of that time to be a super spy and not get caught. Okay, I'm sorry, I got aggressive there. Okay, and then you go up to the very highest point in Mondstadt, which is a region in Teyvat, and you... Oh my god, my parents, what are they doing? And you go up there, and you try to play the lyre for Storm Terror, and this Abyss Mage, it, controls the dragon, and it makes him turn against you, and it breaks the lyre. The poor lyre. This is, gonna be my longest video of just me explaining Genshin Impact. So... after that, you go to find him in, his lair place thing. And I remember I got, caught. Paimon kept trying to drag me back to, the safe zone because there's an out-of-bounds zone. And she kept hitting me against the boundaries, and I kept getting hurt. And I was like, Paimon, stop! Fucking stop! You're gonna kill me! So I had to teleport out of there because of how pissed I got. That's just random. That's not part of the story. So, and you defeat Storm Terror, and then Amber's like, well, you should head to Liyue, because, you gotta meet the other gods to help you find your sister, And so you head there, and you meet, you meet Catherine back in Mondstadt, and you learn what, adventure rank is, and you can level up that by exploring and stuff, and finding chests, and it's cool. And you need a high adventure rank to go into co-op. So then, you go to Liyue, and there's another Catherine there, because Catherine's a robot. There's 2 Catherines, and when Inazuma comes out, there's gonna be a 3rd Catherine, because wow. And, yes. And so you go to see Rex Lapis, the god of Geo. Venti's the god of Animo, so you go to see the god of Geo, Rex Lapis. And then when they do the ceremony to, summon him, he falls out of the sky and fucking dies. So everybody starts panicking, and Ning Wang, the host of the thing, is like, Rex Lapis is dead, seal the exits. So they do, and you gotta sneak out. I also had trouble with that, because it was the basement quest. So I struggled with that. And then when you get to a certain point, the people start chasing you. The people who were trying to stop people from getting out of it. And they chase you. And then this child, depending on who you chose, will say a voice line. And since I chose Lumine, he's like, hey girlie, hold still. And then he saves you and stuff. And, you talk to him, and he's a Fatui agent, and the Fatui are evil. And so you're like, I'm not gonna get help from a Fatui agent, what the hell? I'm not gonna get help from a Harbinger. And Harbingers are the main Fatui. He's the 11th of the 11 Harbingers. Oh yeah, I forgot a main part. Back in Mondstadt, La Senora comes, and she's also a Fatui Harbinger. She's the 8th, and she fucking kicks Venti and takes his Gnosis, which is where his power comes from and shit. Yeah, he fucking kicks she fucking kicks Venti. Back to what I was talking about. And he tries to help you. And you're like, yeah, I'm looking for the god of Geo or whatever. And I kind of need to escape from this place and stuff. So he gives you this invitation to talk to all the Adepti, which are like cool celestial beings in the game. And so then after you get the card, you go to the place where they live, and you talk to the main one, and he's like, well, you have an invitation. Okay, I'll help you. And then those guard people come up. Okay, I need to do something real quick. Okay, I'm back. So those guard people, they come and they try to attack you, but you manage to defeat them all because of how overpowered you are and how weak they fucking are. And so you do that, and then you go talk to the other Adepti, and eventually, after all that talking and stuff, you go to the Ling Shu Inn, and you meet Zhao, and he's a hot Adeptus, man. He's a hot Adeptus Yakshu man thing, protector dude, and he's just and so you're just exploring Liyue, doing stuff. And then that's where I fucking stopped doing the quest and just started exploring. So I don't know anything else after that, besides the fact that eventually you meet your sibling again, and you fucking try to fight them because they tried to fight you and they became part of the Abyss people, and the Abyss people are fucking evil, and they're like the Abyss Prince or Princess or whatever the fuck, and it's crazy, because they're on the villain side, and after you beat them, they leave and they're like, I'm not coming home until you see the horrors of this world, brother, because I chose the mean, so wait, I'm not coming home until you see the horrors of this world, sister. It would be one of those, depending on who you chose. And, yeah, I don't know how else to explain it, so I'm just gonna end it here and see if anybody else can help me explain in the comments.